Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well today. So welcome back to my channel, and in today's tutorial we're going to do a V-stitch ruffle hat. I had made a V-stitch ruffle hat before and I got a lot of feedback that I'm going too fast or it's not easy to follow, so I decided to make another one, and this is what you're going to make. Okay, so I made it a little bit different. It's not exactly the same as the other one. This is actually easy to follow, and also on the ruffles part we made it different. Okay, so I think I like this one better than the other one. So let's get to it. Let us start. For the materials, you're going to need a 4.5mm crochet hook, a darning needle, a pair of scissors, a tape measure, and yarn. So for the yarn, I'm going to use these three colors. The sky blue will be the major color, and we're just going to decorate with these two. Okay, so I'm using Robin. This is a Kenyan brand. It's an acrylic yarn and it's a fingering weight yarn. So we are going to double our strand, but I would recommend you use any other medium weight yarn, single strand. Okay, so let us start. We're going to begin by making a ring, a magic ring. So you're going to make a loose knot, just like that, and you're going to hold it this way. Insert your hook, and you're going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over and make 1 double crochet into the ring. So insert your hook, pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Now I'm going to explain a little bit of what you're going to do so that you understand better. So you are working with V-stitches, and remember, one V-stitch has 3 stitches. It has a double crochet, a chain, and a double crochet, so that means it's 3 stitches. So we are going to start by making 8 V-stitches into the ring, so that means 8 times 3 we get 24. So that means you're starting with 24 stitches, but we are working with V-stitches, so we're going to start with 8 V-stitches. So the next row we are going to add 12 stitches. So 12 stitches is like 12 divided by 3, we get 4. So that means you're going to add 4 V-stitches. Okay, then the next one you'll add 4 V-stitches as well, but 4 V-stitches represent 12 stitches because 1 V-stitch equal to 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and 1 double crochet. Okay, so let us continue. So this chain 4 that we started acts as a double crochet and a chain 1, and this double crochet, so this represents 1 V-stitch. Now you're going to yarn over and do another V-stitch. So a V-stitch is made up of a double crochet, a chain 1, and a double crochet. That way. So now we have 2 V-stitches, 1 and 2. Now let's do the third one, yarn over. So in between the V-stitches you're not going to chain anything. Okay, so yarn over and do another V-stitch. So a double crochet, a chain 1, and a double crochet. So now we have 1, 2, and 3. Now we have 3 V-stitches. So you're going to make 8 V-stitches into the ring. So right now we have 1, 2, 3. So let us do the 4th one. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so this is the first V-stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have 8 V-stitches, and 1 V-stitch is represented by a double crochet, a chain 1, and a double crochet. So that is 3 stitches. So 8 times 3 is 24. So the next one you should have 24 plus 12, that is 36. So the next one you should have 36. So we need to add 4 V-stitches. I hope that is clear. Now let's go to the next row. You're just going to slip stitch into the first V-stitch. Don't chain anything. Insert your hook into the first V-stitch and make a slip stitch. And you're going to tighten the ring. That way. Now let's go to the second row. You're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, these 4 chains acts as a double crochet and a chain 1. Now you're going to yarn over and insert your hook into the same V-stitch. Now remember, this is the first V-stitch, and you're going to make a double crochet, and that marks the first V-stitch. Now let's go to the next. You're going to yarn over and go to the next V-stitch. So this is the first V-stitch. In between these, there's nothing here. This is just the first and the second. So just go to the second V-stitch and do a V-stitch there. Chain 1 and a double crochet. So that is a V-stitch. So I'm going to do 2 V-stitches into the second one. So this is the first. Yarn over and into the same V-stitch, do another V-stitch. That way. So now we have 1 and 2 into 1 stitch. So yarn over and go to the next, which is this. Remember, nothing in here. Chain 1 and another double crochet. So that is a V-stitch. Yarn over and go to the next, which is this. Chain 1, and on this one you're going to add another V-stitch. So we added it here, and skip this and go to the next one and do another increase. That way. Now go to the next V-stitch with 1 V-stitch. Now go to the next with 2 V-stitches. Now into the next, you're just going to do 1, and be very careful not to walk in between the V-stitches. Okay, you should identify the V-stitches. In between the V-stitches, you're not going to walk into that. Now to the last one, you're going to do 2 V-stitches. That way. So we added here, here, and here, and here. So that is 4. 4 times 3, 12. Okay. Now you're going to join the row to the first V-stitch. This is the first V-stitch. So insert your hook and slip stitch. That way. Now let's go to the third row. On the third row, so you're going to add 4 V-stitches. So you're going to add them in the V-stitches where we don't have any increase. So at this point, here, and here. Okay, so let us start. You're going to start by chaining 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into that same V-stitch, you're going to do complete a V-stitch, and then you're going to add another V-stitch there. An increase. That way. Now go to the next V-stitch. Note here, be very careful not to walk in between the V-stitches. Go to the next V-stitch, which is this one, and do your V-stitch. Go to the next, and now into the next one. So on this one, you're going to do the increase. So the increase is just adding another V-stitch into the same stitch. That way. Now continue to the next. Now into the next. You're going to do the increase here. Now into the next, and into the next. Now into the next, you're going to do the increase here as well. So remember, in on every row you're going to add 12 stitches, and 12 stitches is like 4 V-stitches, because one V-stitch is 3 stitches. Okay, that way. So we added here, 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 and here. Okay, now let's go to the next row. So here we had 24 stitches, here we have 36, and here we have 48. So the next one should give us 60. Okay, so you're going to slip stitch to the first V-stitch, and now let's go to the next row. You're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are double crochet and a chain 1. So yarn over and do a double crochet, so that is a V-stitch. So now you're going to do the increases on either of these. If you pick this one, so the next one will be this, the next one will be this. Okay, if you pick this, so the next one will be this. Okay, so let's continue. Go to the next V-stitch and do a V-stitch that way. Go to the next, and go to the next. So I'm going to do an increase here. I'm going to do an increase at this point, so I'm just going to add another V-stitch there. Go to the next V-stitch, go to the next, now into the next one you're going to do an increase. That way. Now I'm going to continue. I'm going to do the increase into the last one. That way. So on this row we have 60 stitches. Now if you're making a small one, like a teenage size, you're going to stop at this point. But since I'm making an adult size, I'm going to go to the next row and do some more increases. So on the next, you're also going to add 12 stitches, so that is like adding 4 V-stitches. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to start by chaining 4 as usual, 2, 3, 4, and into that same V-stitch you're going to do a double crochet. So that marks the first V-stitch. Now let's continue. So on this row you're going to do the increases in like this point, in between the increases. So here, and on this side, here. Okay, so let us continue. So into the next one I'm going to do an increase, and add another one for the increase. I'll go to the next, now into the next, now I'm going to do the increase in here, the next one. That way. Go to the next. Now into the next one, I'm going to do the increase. So you realize in between the increases we have 3 V-stitches, so pick the middle one and do the increase there. Now my last increase. Now I'm done with this row. This last row, the 5th row, we have 72 stitches because we had 24, then 36, then 48, then 60, then 72. And let's measure this and see. It measures 5 inches. It measures 5 inches. You see? Now let's continue from here. So from here you're not going to do any more increase. We'll just continue with the V stitches until we have the size that we want. So let us go to the 6th row, chain 4, and a V stitch. Make a V stitch. So that is the first V stitch. So go to the next, and remember never to walk in between the V stitches. Just walk into the V stitches where we have the chain 1. That way you're not going to do any increase on this row. So keep doing that and you're going to meet at the end of the row. I'm at the end of the row and this is how it looks like. So let's continue. So I'm going to chain 4 as usual and repeat what I did on this row. So continue and you're going to meet after this, then you're going to introduce the different color. Okay, I've gotten to the end of my row, so I'm going to slip stitch using the next color, the different color. Okay, so I'm going to introduce this dark blue and use it to slip stitch. Okay, and you're not going to cut this because you're just going to continue with it later. Now let's continue the blue color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to do your double crochet, and now just continue doing the same thing. 1 V stitch in each V stitch. So keep doing the same process, nothing different. The only difference is the color, but the pattern just remains the same. So keep doing your V stitches and you're going to meet at the end at this point. I'm done with this row, so I'm going to slip stitch with the next color. So I'm going to use white. I changed it from the cream color because I realized white looks better with blue. So I'm going to use white and use it to make the slip stitch. And now I'm going to chain 4 and just repeat the same thing. That way. So after I'm done with this row, I'm going to pick this dark blue and continue with it. Then I'm going to pick the sky blue and continue with it. So you're going to continue until you have the height that you want before we start on the ruffles, and I'm going to meet you at that point. I am done working on the height that I wanted, so let's measure this and see. It measures almost 7 inches. Okay, and in width it measures 8 and almost half inches. So in this size we had made 72 stitches all round. That is 24 V stitches, but it's a little bit small. It fits me very well because I don't have long hair, I have short hair. So I would recommend you add some more stitches on the 6th row. Okay, add like 4 more V stitches. I think that will be good. Okay, so but for me I'll just stick to this because this fits me very well. Now let's go to the next row. Now you're going to start on our ruffles. So let's go right into it. On this last row you're not going to slip stitch into the V stitch, you're going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain. We had made 4 chains, and insert your hook in it, and you're going to make a slip stitch that way. So we have this, we have another chain, and then we have the double crochet. Okay, so now let us start on our ruffles. You're going to chain 3, and you're going to do 3 double crochets into that same stitch, just in here. So 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to place 3 double crochets into the V stitch here. So 1, 2, and 3. Now you're going to do the 3 double crochets into this double crochet. So in here, this, place 3 double crochets, 2 and 3. So that is 1 V stitch. Now let's go to the next V stitch, which is this one, a double crochet, a chain 1, and a double crochet. So start with the double crochet, place 3 double crochets there. So here, place 3, 1, 2, and 3. So the next one is in between, into the V stitch, 1, 2, and 3. Now the next one is this double crochet here. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Now the next is here. Okay, I think you've got that. So the next is here. The next one is the next double crochet. Just that way. Okay, on these 3 double crochets into the V stitch, 3 double crochets, and into this double crochet, 3 double crochets, just like that. So keep doing that, and you're going to meet at the end of the row. I'm done working on this first row of the ruffles, so I'm going to slip stitch to the first double crochet here on top of it, make a slip stitch that way, and this is how it looks like at this point. Now let's go to the second row of the ruffles. You're going to chain 3, and in each stitch you're going to do 3 double crochets. So yarn over and start from that first stitch with your 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Go to the next stitch with 3 double crochets. Go to the next one. That way, go to the next one. Now you're not working on V stitches anymore, you're just working into the double crochets. Okay, so place 3 double crochets in each stitch all round, and you're going to meet after that. I'm done with the second row of the ruffles, and this is how it looks like at this point. Now let's go to the third and last row of the ruffles. Now you're going to slip stitch to end this row that way. Now the third row you're going to chain 3, and in each row you're also going to place 3 double crochets. It's going to give it that dramatic look. It's going to look really good. So you placed 3 in each stitch, 3 in each stitch, and also 3 in the last row in each stitch. So go ahead and place your 3 double crochets in each stitch all round, and you're going to meet after that way. I'm done working with the 3rd row, so I'm going to slip stitch, chain 1, and cut, and that is it, guys. So you're going to go ahead with your darning needle and weave in all these loose ends on the wrong side of your work. Okay, and this is how it looks like. It looks really good. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on my next video. See you.